Hello, Leo, and welcome to your 3-month tarot forecast for September, October, and November of 2023. And the reason why I'm doing this 3-month forecast is because in September, we are moving into the heart of retrograde season and will remain that way through October on top of the eclipses taking place. Okay, so September is when the season changes. It's a harvest season energetically. All these planets are retrograde. We literally have 7 planets retrograde. And also, Mercury is a part of this for half the time. Mercury goes retrograde in Virgo on August 23rd through September 15th. And Venus is also currently retrograde in your sign, but will turn direct on September 4th. But as Venus turns direct, Jupiter goes retrograde. So pretty much all of September, you're going to have Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, and Chiron retrograde, on top of Mercury being retrograde half of that time. And all of those are retrograde through October, except for Pluto that goes direct on the 11th. But in October, we have the solar annular new moon eclipse in Libra, and the South Node just also moved into Libra. A huge balancing of karma taking place right now. And then we have the full moon eclipse in Taurus on October 28th, and then in November, things are going to start settling down a bit. So Leo, September, October are going to be really intense months energetically, and this is definitely a time, you know, with the north nodes just moving everything. It's time for a new energy, it's time for a new beginning, and it's time to clear a lot of old energies, okay? And a lot of karma is balancing out. And so if you've really, you know, been doing the work, you can expect a lot of blessings, a lot of positives. Where you've been feeling really stuck, where things have really evaded you, all of that now becoming quite clear in so many different ways. This is a very powerful time. So tap into these energies, Leo, and allow them to guide you and show you what it is you need to see to clear any lesson. Give you foresight of the potential, the trajectory that you're on for goals and success. Like, this is a very, very powerful time. We are reaping what we have sown big time through September and October. Oh, look at this. It's South Node, life's debts. Oh, yes, Leo, you guys are clearing a lot of stuff with this coming out. South Node just moved into Libra. Libra is the house of karma, soulmates, soul contracts, okay? So a big, big cycle for Leo is completing in September, October. And we have earth element stability. This is good. A lot of positivity is going to come from this for you guys. And now we have the moon with the soul. So yeah, these eclipses are going to be intense. The movement of the nodes and these eclipses, I feel, are going to be the most powerful astrological influences for you guys. It's not saying that the retrograde energy isn't touching you, but the movement of the nodes, as well as this solar eclipse and lunar eclipse that we're having in October, is quite transformational. Leo, a lot is going to change, and it begins over these next 2 months, okay? But I feel these changes, they're fully implemented by the time the nodes shift again, which is going to be in January of 2025. Okay, you are literally completing a cycle and getting on a whole new path that feels much more stable to you, Leo. Even though change is hard at times, right? Where you land is a much better situation, more abundance, much more solid than what you've been experiencing. And as this is a general reading and you are all working on different lessons, this will impact, you know, different areas of your life where this energy is the strongest. But retrograde is all about unfinished business, seeing things from a different perspective, being able to revisit a lesson, make a new choice. And the eclipses are powerful energies of change and transformation, closing the door on things that must go to allow the doors to open for the things that must be. All right, so lots of changes. But for you guys, it feels very liberating and freeing, like you're getting rid of some really heavy energy that you've been dealing with. Oh yeah, Ten of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, love that, and the Three of Pentacles, yes, Leo, beautiful. So Hermit sitting here, Hermit always represents growth, a quest. And as all these planets are retrograde, as we move into the eclipse season, a lot of the soul lessons you've been working on are going to become very clear to you. You're going to start to see things in a different way, start to understand things in a different way, because you, with this Four of Pentacles, it's like, here's the Ten of Cups. This is what you want. This is what you desire. This is what you're reaching for, okay? And you see this Hermit is looking at this Ten of Pentacles. And even this Fool, where you're headed, is also looking at this Ten of Pentacles. So Leo, you're going to reach this Ten of Pentacles through this energy, all right? But here's this Hermit looking at this Ten of Cups. And this is everything you want, all the things that you feel will make you whole, make you feel satisfied, make you feel complete, make you feel comfortable, make you feel abundant, make you feel happy. But there's this Four of Pentacles in the way. All right, so your journey at the soul level, energetically, you've been walking towards and working towards the obtainment of this Ten of Cups energy. All right, let me move these cards over so I can put my hand down better. However, the Four of Pentacles is a very fixed energy. It's closed up. It's, you know, if you're dealing with another person, it's selfish, but we're not talking about people. We're just talking about you and this journey of your soul. And this here represents your soul lessons to me. So you've been working through some heavier anchored experiences, challenges, okay, to activate you, to grow you, to expand you, to receive these things, okay? And now with all this retrograde energy and these eclipses, it activates you within, it activates your consciousness. And that's why you're going to start seeing things different. And the Seven of Pentacles, you've had to be very, very patient through this process. And you're over it, you're tired of it, right? But here, the Fool, what I feel is by November, you are on a new path of some sort, but it doesn't, like, it just doesn't end there. Remember, this energy is carrying you all the way into 2025. And I find it interesting that we have Pentacle, 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 two major arcana, and it's all for the obtainment of this Ten of Cups. You know, the Pentacle making things manifest, making things tangible, making things real. But here, the Hermit in front of the Fool, there's a lot that you've had to learn, okay? And you've had to work very hard. Nothing is worth anything if you haven't had to put energy into the obtainment of it. The more that you have to work towards something and grow and develop and overcome, the sweeter it feels, the greater it tastes when you receive. And you will, like, that's where you're headed, because you had this spiritual growth to work on first, and you've done that, and it's been a process. It's been quite the journey. But here's the next step, the Fool, the new path, the new beginning, the heavy energy cleared, karma balanced, for Leo. All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, wow, we got the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Cups. This is looking at this Fool energy for you guys. With the Hierophant here, Leo, I feel that you're very protected as well. And certain things that haven't gone the way that you had hoped, sometimes you've got to look at it from a different perspective of, you know, was I being divinely protected? Like, we honestly don't know all the tragedy, catastrophe, bad things that we've been spared from through us following our, you know, just very natural divine guidance, and then also by divine intervention. And we think of, you know, bad things as, oh, you know, car accidents and, you know, tragedy and demise like that. There is what isn't good for us. It's so much more than what we would just consider tragedy or bad. You know, sometimes there are certain relationships we desire and it's just one roadblock after another, and it's put in place like that because that isn't the path to your highest happiness. In fact, that's the path to much, much lower vibrational experience than where you're currently vibrating, okay? And that could be relationships, jobs, a purchase, trying to expand into a new idea that might not be the right fit on you. You have a lot of divine protection, and I feel that you've been spared from a lot more than you realize. But at this point, it's kind of like you're looking at some things and feeling as though you missed out. And Spirit doesn't want you to feel that way because you were actually protected and being led towards this Fool, this Page of Cups, this brand new journey, which is the right path to this Ten of Cups that you so desire. And the way this Ten of Cups manifests may look a little different than what you expected or what you had anticipated, but it's going to fill you with a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. Okay, so through September especially, and then into October, just be in a very open, flowing type of energy, because everybody's experiencing all this retrograde energy, this things from the past, you know, the eclipses. Everybody is experiencing that energy differently. So some people, you know, that may have a lot of heavy karma to balance, like they're just not getting their lessons there, you know, and so they might start going through a lot of heavy stuff. And, you know, other people who have really been putting in the work and the effort, there a lot of abundance and beautiful things come to them. So just remember, like, everybody around you is experiencing this energy differently, which may compel some people to try to contact you and work things out, you know, or apologize or something. And you're like, wow, that was like 10 years ago. You're really thinking about this? Okay. And Leo, you may feel compelled to do those same things, like a lot of different memories and times where you were like, oh, I wish I would have done this different. It's all just part of the review process to really clear and balance our energies. And this isn't a time to start feeling really bad or really regretful about anything, because cycle is completing. Things are coming to a close. It's time for the old to be gifted back to the universe. It's the experiences of the past, and they cannot be relived in the present. And now it's time to move on to a new path, Leo. And this path leads to your Ten of Cups, your ultimate happiness. And so again, if people are crazy, just be like, all right, yeah, it's retrograde and eclipse season for sure. All right, look at that. The Magician, right on that 10 of Cups. The 8 of Cups, you're walking away from that blockage. You've learned the lesson spiritually, Leo. The 6 of Cups, see, you've been desiring this 10 of Cups, and it stems into your past, okay? But with the Hermit here, you're growing beyond the past, Leo. You're growing beyond the past, and this 10 of Cups, what you desire, may transform. Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. Okay, Leo, you have a lot of fear, worry, anxiety about the future to come. And I feel that's why Spirit is bringing in the message that's coming through is things are going to get easier. It's like in the Hermit mode, you are in process of doing work. If you feel that it's like I've been single forever, or I can't seem to really make any good friends, I want to live life, I want to be out and about. When you're in the solitude journey, there's always deeper spiritual purpose for that. You're working on some deep soul lessons, and when we're working on soul lessons, that always means it's time to heal some old wounds. And, you know, some things we didn't even realize were hurting us, all of a sudden, now you're really feeling it, okay? But your stability is going to come. Don't fear the future. Look forward to it. These next 2 months, September and October, again, a lot's going to begin to shift and change within you as well as external to you. And you're going to be able to move beyond the past now. And you've got the 8 of Cups and then the 6 of Cups. You're walking away from this blockage. You've learned the lessons that you've been working on for quite some time. This cycle can finally complete through this 10. And it brings about like a magical new beginning. Things that you don't even really think will be. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Wow, look at that. Letting go. Yeah, let go of the struggle because you're coming out of it, Leo. You absolutely are. It's the karma's balancing out for you, and the stability here through the Queen of Pentacles. And that stability continues to grow quite strong, at least out for the next 3 years is what Spirit's showing in this reading. Authenticity. So here, part of this Hermit journey is, Leo, you've been discovering and realizing different things about yourself. What you really like, what makes you happy, all sorts of different things that may seem irrelevant to you, but it's been part of this journey. There's been a lot of self-discovery. Oh, wow. And look at the last card for here with the Fool, New Dawn. See that? Let go. Come in fully to yourself, embrace your path, because you're moving into a beautiful new beginning, Leo. This is very positive. Let's see what some of that new beginning entails. You know, it's interesting, during eclipses, a lot of things end and a lot of things begin, and it's very spontaneous. And things ending, I mean, it freaks us out when we hear that, but that's, you know, things ending that also make us unhappy and displease us, to bring in things that, you know, are the opposite energy of that bring happiness and joy. Okay, the thinking woman, yeah, a lot of lesson has been gained. Your pain, your challenges, your experience, all transforming into wisdom and strength now, Leo. We have strategy, caring connection, door to value. Wow. And on the bottom, look at that, door to romance. Oh, and look at that, personal happiness and healing. And I took Archangel Shamuel with your solar plexus chakra. So door to romance, door to value, door to personal happiness and healing. and your third chakra. Leo, you're going to become back into a space of feeling very empowered, feeling confident, feeling sure of yourself, feeling good about life. And through these changes, you're coming up with a new plan. What your desires, your future dreams, goals, accomplishments, what that looks like for you. And, you know, maybe you didn't think you'd ever be able to change your mind or that you'd ever want for something different. But Leo, you are changing big time. And it begins over these next 2 months and it carries you out for a while. But I see on this new path, this new dawn, love and romance looking much better for you. Abundance, money, job, career looking much better for you. Feeling more supported in your life. Feeling more empowered and in control of where your life is going. And here, just feeling very wise. Why? Because you've learned your soul lessons and now it's time to grow beyond all that pain and go into that period of blessing, of light, of happiness, of joy, where things are working out well. Like, that's where you're headed, is things are going to start working out very well for you. And again, the shifting of the nodes and the eclipses, I feel, are the most powerful energies for you guys in all of this. So I would go do more research on the nodes recently shifting and what that means for you as a Leo, and see what your north and south nodes are at the time of your birth. You know, check into those eclipses that are happening. Let's see, they are happening in Libra, new moon in Libra, and full moon in Taurus, and see how that impacts you. All right, Leo, so those are your messages for the next 3 months with all of this retrograde and eclipse energy and what that means for you personally and where it's taking you. A lot of good places, Leo. So those are your messages. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.